Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's officially 8 weeks of my 12-week body recomp challenge, which means we've completed 2 whole months. Time is flying by. We're 2/3 of the way. This week was a little crazy, but let's get right into it. First off, my voice is doing something funny. It's a little late and I don't want to be that loud, so I'm hoping you can hear me. Sorry in advance. But first, I really want to dive into this week's weigh-in. If you tuned in to the last video, you saw that I gained 0.7 pounds, and I told you I got my period a couple days later, so boom. Once again, proving the scales isn't going to always tell you the full story. So I didn't panic. I knew I was doing what I had to do, so I knew the scale was going to follow through eventually. But by the end of the week, you guys, I weighed in at boom. It's been a while since I've dropped this amount of weight in 1 week. I weighed in at 187.7 pounds. That's down 1.9 pounds, almost 2 pounds, which brings my total weight loss to boom, ba-dum, bum. Shh. Don't wake up the kids. 40 pounds, you guys. A total of 40.6 pounds gone. I can't believe it. So the past couple of weeks have been a little rocky. A lot has been going on, and it definitely affected my energy and motivation. You know, I had to shift some priorities. Routines were all over the place, and I guess no routine. And I mean, that always throws me off, but you just have to adjust and adapt. But even through the chaos, one thing I keep noticing is I feel stronger every single week. The workouts aren't easy, but they're smoother. I'm still using the same weight because my form isn't quite where I think it should be yet. And honestly, I'd rather get the form right than move up too fast and risk injury. So is that the right move? I don't know. I'm still learning. But I did miss one workout this week. I don't know if it's, I think it's one, because it should be two. This is why I'm saying this. It should be two, but it's technically one because on one day I did 2 days worth of workouts. Does that make sense? Yeah. I don't know if it counts or not, but that's what I did. It made me feel less guilty about missing a day. So needless to say, that day was a long ass working out session. But if you did see my last video, I mentioned my kids got sick and I was just wiped out, you guys. Literally like no sleep for days and days and days, low energy. I was bloated because my period, decided to stop on by at the same time, and just everything. It was a whole thing. But life doesn't pause, for your fitness goals. And being a mom comes first. So I'm doing the best I can. And honestly, I'm doing more now than I have the last 6 years that I didn't get off my ass and do something about my weight gain. But I'm here. And then one thing I've noticed when I have a little break, like more than 1 day of not working out, I kind of miss it. So I was looking forward to, coming or going back to working out after a couple of days of sick kiddos, because it honestly is it's my me time. It helps me clear my mind. It's just helped me so much mentally. Look at Gracie trying to do knee push-ups with me. But yeah, I'm feeling really, really good. And then right now I I should be in week 10, but I am redoing week 9 because I was only able to work out 2 times on week 9 and it just doesn't feel right to move on. So I am redoing week 9 currently, so you'll see this really soon after week 7, and I explained why the timeline is off in the week 7 video, so if you want to check it out. But yeah, I enjoyed this 4-week block of workouts. It did challenge me in a different way than weeks 1 through 4. Weeks 1 through 4 definitely build you up for weeks 4 through 8, and I'm expecting weeks 9 through 12 to be a little more challenging. And even though it's hard and sometimes I just want to stop, just having that, willpower, I guess, to keep going, or just having that discipline or whatever you want to call it, just to, let me just push through. When you're done, it feels so good. So I hope if you're in your weight loss journey, you're in this step as well, because it's life-changing, I feel. But now let's look at some food, guys. Let me shut up. All right, here we go. Comparing week 1 to week 8, right off the bat, I can see some difference in my midsection. And then I wish I would have tossed my hair back in week 1 so I could see like my shoulders, because I feel like I have less fat like in my armpit area. And then like, how like when you massage your back, like, or your shoulders with your own, like you give yourself a massage, I feel like I grab way less skin. So I feel like I lost some fat on my upper back. And then speaking of my back, what is going on here, you guys? I am loving this progress, and I think this is where the majority of the fat loss is happening, because my back looks awesome. Look at week 1. You can grab those rolls. They're literally spilling over my shorts. And then you can't see it in week 1, but look at my booty in week 8. Like, and me personally, I feel like they are getting a little more shape. It's just a shame that you're not going to see it in this next picture, because I feel they still look flat because my ass is that flat. But no, you can see like a tiny little bit of shape starting to appear. Again, I know that's going to take time. But yeah, I see my midsection again smaller here, especially in the lower area, and then I don't know if it's the lighting, but my arm looks different. Something's going on there. Something has changed, I feel. It doesn't look as lunch lady armish as it did. But yeah, that's one of my insecurities, and I can't wait to kind of tone those arms a little bit. And here's the other side. Again, you see it in my belly. And then yeah, my arm, I don't know what's going on with my arm. I wish my hair was pulled back for week 1. But let's go over some body measurements and see my progress there. So week 1 versus week 8. So I've lost a total of 8.2 pounds in this 8-week span. I have not lost anything in my arms, but I feel like there's a difference. But again, it could be the lighting. Who knows? I'm sure it'll, the numbers will catch up later. My chest is 3/4 of an inch smaller. My waist is half an inch smaller. I lost 2 inches off my hips, and I gained half an inch in my thighs, which brings a total loss of, again, 8.2 pounds and 2.75 inches. So finally seeing those inches coming off, because in week 4, I believe the only place I lost inches was on my hips, and then I gained that half inch that we're seeing on my thighs. But yeah, guys, please track your progress in more ways than just the scale, because there's going to be times where it feels like nothing is happening, but you just got to keep grinding, keep going, don't stop. You've already made it this far. This is not going to be easy, but you just just keep going. There's no reason to stop till you reach your goal. Let's do it, baby. We're going to get there. All of us. Because we're strong, fierce women. Week 8 is done. And even though it wasn't perfect, I'm proud of how I showed up. But next week we start week 9. It's the final stretch of the challenge, the final 4 weeks. I can't wait to see what the last month brings and share more updates with you. If you're still here, thank you. Thank you so much for riding this way with me. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment to let me know how your week went in fitness, life, or anything in between. Until next time, keep going, be kind to yourself, and I'll see you in week 9. You better crush your goals this week. Bye.